Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this word. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is Matthew from the GMS Dallas camp. And wanted to go into a quick lesson going into the mark of the beast. And I wanted to mainly focus on mark. Okay. Now, when you look at the word mark, you have some Israelite groups that try to say it's Christianity or it's an embargo. But when you actually go into the etymology of words and the um, the root understanding, you see that is none of that, and is basically going into getting something inserted into your body. So I wanted to go jump right into it. This is Revelations 13 and 16. It reads, "And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads." Okay. So you see that again. And he calls both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, when you look at all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, this is going into everyone, from the smallest and the poorest, okay, of the low in society, and to the great, to the rich, and to the free man. All right, this is going to everyone have to receive this mark. What can we have have to receive to for everyone that have to have this? Okay, and when you go into the next verse, it says, "And that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." So, unless you have this mark, you can't buy or sell. Christianity, you can't, I mean, you can still buy or sell if everyone became Christian. It's just that don't really make any sense. So, to me, Revelation 13 and 17 kind of X's that out. Embargo, the same thing. So let's go into the word mark. Okay. Now, when you look at this word mark, scroll on down here, it goes into the word charakma. Okay. The Greek word charakma. Now, when you look at that word charakma right here, if I can highlight it, we're going to get into this root word, but let's go to see what it says. We don't have to go through all of it, but it says a stamp, an imprinted mark. Okay, so that mark or imprinted mark or a stamp, one of the first things it goes into is me being from the country. I notice when you own cattle, one thing you do, you can put uh, a, a brand on them, or you can mark them by basically piercing his ear, and you have a tag on them. So that's a stamp or imprinted mark. That means that particular cow or cattle belong to you. Okay, so somebody, if it gets break out of your pasture and somebody else see it, they'll see maybe a mark, or like I said, that brand or that mark on them, or that tag in his ear, and they can look and say, "Oh, this is so and so cow or cattle." So they can reach out and they can let you know, so you can come get your cattle. Okay. I was just looking down here too. Oh, look at this, a mark branded upon horses. All right, so it's something that's gonna be uh, branded or inserted in you. So also it says idolatrous images. Okay, so when you look at that, matter of fact, what did it say? If I can go back, a mark or an image. Let's see what it says here. Okay, it says any man buy or sell that has a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're gonna have that name marked or inserted or imprinted on you. Okay, and when you think about that, I want to look at this needle here. This is a tattoo needle. Now, this is something that's going to get imprinted in you, and get marked in you. When you get a tattoo, you're gonna have something like a stake, or it's gonna be like you say something that's gonna go into. This is the instrument that they use for tattooing. And what happened is they use this to go through. This is like a stake, and then they put a sharp point in here, which is the needle. And what does the needle do? It inserts and it goes through it inserts into the body, and it basically causes a mark. And it goes into it, and if you keep getting a tattoo, you're gonna have what? You're gonna have something imprinted on you. Okay. Now, if this is gonna cause us to buy or sell, no. We're in a digital age, right? We're in a digital age. So what's they're gonna do? They're gonna use something more digital. Now, when you go into this word, the root word of karakama, which is mark, this is the root word of karakama, is karaks. Karaks. And what did it say? A pale or stake. All right. A palisade. Okay. A palisade, rampart, pale between the earth, stone, trees, and timber and heap or packed together. All right. So look at this, a pale or a stake. Okay. Now, when you do, when you're in the like country, you build fences like a post hole digger. You use a post hole digger, and you basically you make a hole in the ground. And what you do, you grab a post and you stick it in there. So you insert it in the ground because that's going to be basically a boundary where you're going to create a fence, right? So when you go into this word stake, like it says in this word karakma here, you know what I'm saying? Goes into a pose, stick. Okay, makes you think of on vampire movie they use a stake, which is sharp point, and they use it to drive through the vampire, right? And that's going. That's just like when when you use that needle for that tattoo. What goes into that instrument that goes to start the tattoo? It's a sharp object that goes at the end. It got a sharp point to it. Okay. And look at this here. The noun number one, it says a strong wooden or metal post with a point on the end into the ground to support a tree form of a fence, act as a boundary mark. Okay. Now we if we get this established, just keep in mind we're in the digital age. Okay. The computer age. All right. So when you look at this and look at the computer age, what's one of the things you could think of that is in a trend now? Hey, you get this chip in you, this RFID chip, you can go and you can open your car door. You can have all um, your medical records on there. So if you can't talk, you pass out, they can just scan your chip. They'll know where it's at. They'll know it's probably in your arm or somewhere. And also, if you lose your wallet, don't worry, you got your chip. You can just scan it, and you can buy food. I mean, wouldn't that be the a good understanding of that, right? So, as it says, and he calls us both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast of the or the number of his name. So when you receive that chip, the RFID chip, which is coming, because we see they are making things more mandatory. All right, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna say, okay, I'm starving, my kids are starving, my family, uh, um, uh, just so many things. Hell, it's cold. We need electricity. Hey, you want all this? You can take this chip. It's gonna become an option, and then this is gonna become mandatory. It's gonna be a mandate. So that's what's gonna happen, and that's what it is. It's gonna be a chip that they're gonna insert in you. Okay, okay. And once they do that, you're going to belong to the beast. Okay. You're going to belong to the beast. And we're going to definitely get into the beast, Lord willing, if I, you know, Lord put it on my spirit. I want to continue with this right here and just go into it because we're going into the mark of the beast. So this is the mark that we're discussing, and then we're going to go more into the beast. All right. So I just wanted to bring it out. I wanted to focus on Mark, and and we're going to just discuss more on it. But I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to probably, Lord willing, I want to do this in segments. So with that, Lord willing, uh, we'll continue with the mark of the beast. With that, I like to. Oh, you know what? And before we go, like I said, we're not ignorant to Satan devices. I wanted to go into that as well. This is Second Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." And what is one of his devices? The RFID chip. Okay, this is one of this is a part of his devices, and it's through his agenda. What is his agenda that going on right now? We can't go. They're saying, "Hey, stay at home." That eventually become mandatory. That's the thing. He rolls it into you smooth, like the scripture says, "Word in his mouth was smooth with butter, but war is in his heart." So he's gonna bring out smooth things, and we're trying to help, but eventually it's gonna become, "Hey, we would like you to do this," but then it's gonna say, "You're gonna do this, or we're gonna do this to you." You know what I'm saying? So you can't be ignorant to Satan devices. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we know that we we are in the last days of the last day, and we're coming to the sooner than later to that mark of the beast is going to be implemented, okay, through the agenda of Esau, which is a so-called white man. All right. And it's definitely mainly to get you, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true nation of Israel. And we are scattered through the four corners of the earth. We are like a speck of birds. So it is some Israelites within the other heathen nations that are blended in. The seed is blended in, reason being because we have been scattered. Okay. But nevertheless, this wicked man Esau is going to be bringing forth this chip, and he's going to be presented to you when things are going to get bad, because things are going to get worse, and 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 that's coming down, like I say, sooner than later. All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waha, Wachakadash, double honors to the apostles of great millstones. Peace and blessings to the Akim, keep pushing, the house of David, Bayaf, Shal Dawadah. All right. Shalom.